coming up in this read. It does have a cost. And the main question is it a price that you're going to be willing to pay? Aries, let's get into your March reading. If you need any information, you can find it all in my pinned comment below and in my description box below. If you're cross-watching for an Aries, then please switch over the roles because I could be speaking directly to you. And please do keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? So it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You just take what's resonating for you and you leave what doesn't for another Aries. Please also do respect the tarot and approach it with patience, an open mind, and without any expectations. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, Aries. Now, this is really interesting to me because in your pre-shuffle, the Moth did keep coming out. And we're seeing it again in your actual spread. Okay, so whatever this Moth energy is, and I'll get into it in a second, that's what's crowning your energy right now. So I'll take you through it, okay? You've got, it says, impulsive, hasty, wishful, is sure that the grass is greener, attracted to easy solutions or newness. It can also be enthusiastic and whimsical. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here, Aries. Whenever I see Moth, it reminds me of an addiction, okay? Because if you think about the way that a moth behaves, they're attracted to the light, of course, but it's usually a light source that can hurt them. So, for example, if you were to put like a candle outside, how many moths would zone in on the flame? And it sounds quite poetical, but burn their own wings just to get closer to the flame. So for me, it screams of addiction. Now, I'm not saying you're an addict, okay? I'm not saying that at all. Obviously, for those tiny handful that are resonating with being an addict of some kind, then obviously, yeah, okay, that would resonate for you. And it's just a sort of, you know, a reminder to take a closer look at that type of behaviour and why you would be addicted to something. And there are so many different types of addictions as well, so let's not jump to any assumptions, okay? I mean, there's chocoholics, workaholics, alcoholics, that the list is basically endless. There's even folks out there that can be addicted to gaming as well, you know, like online gaming, that's a legit thing. So what I'm feeling with this particular energy, Aries, is it's possible that you could be distracting yourself at this point in time from looking at the root cause of something, okay? That's what I feel strongly with this energy. For some of you, that could well be manifesting as being a workaholic. It absolutely could be, because it can feel easier to really indulge yourself in being busy all of the time, rather than having to look at anything that's potentially painful, okay? Now, with that feeling of being certain that the grass is greener on the other side, again, there's multiple different ways that you could read that. Some of you could just be feeling quite dissatisfied with your current life or your current lifestyle, and sitting there going, you know, I'm pretty certain that there's more out there for me. I'm pretty sure that the grass is greener someplace else. So if that is true for you, Aries, then absolutely investigate that. You're feeling, this is the thing, you're feeling the way that you do for a good reason. Okay, so for those who are sitting there going, I'm sure that the grass is greener someplace else, investigate. All right, I urge you to investigate. Test it out, try it out, because ultimately you never know until you give it a try. Okay, I'm feeling that your soul, your spirit, is calling for you to try something. It's also calling for you to stop ignoring the things that can cause pain. All right. So again, like, some of you are possibly needing to grieve. It's a process. You need to give yourself time to grieve. All right. You then have Camel, resourceful, independent, knows oneself, handles challenge with ease and very self-reliant, calm, content, and has a sparkle in their eye. With Hyena, using humour to mask true feelings, humour, wit or sarcasm, a jokester and crowd pleaser, unfulfilled dreams, charming, witty and fun to be around. Yeah. Aries. When we take a closer look, this energy really is very descriptive for the way that an Aries handles emotions. Okay, it's saying that basically right now, anything that's painful, you're trying your best not to look at it, as we've already covered. You're also using your sense of humour and your wit as a way to mask everything that's painful to you. All right. Very independent, knows oneself and self-reliant and resourcefulness. So with this, it's almost as if this particular combination is saying that you're wishing that somebody could help you without judgment. You're wishing that you had some kind of support, and there's this overwhelming feeling that you have to basically do everything by yourself. Someone is also afraid of being a burden should they ask for help when they need it. So with this combinations indicating it's okay for you to ask for help. Okay, it's not gonna mean that you're not self-reliant. Okay, you will always be self-reliant and very independent. Nobody is going to take that from you. Okay, make peace with the fact that sometimes you're going to need help with, like, anything, whatever it is that you're currently struggling with. It's okay for you to ask for help. Using humour to mask how you truly feel, while that works initially, it's not going to work forever. Okay, so at some point in time, then you're going to need to find a new outlet for this pent-up energy, basically. Okay, right, so I'm going to start pulling your tarot, and we'll see if we can get further information on this. You have a 9-card spread, please, for Aries. Okay, so with this particular deck, it's not a very jumpy deck. So I'm just going to cut the deck on camera. We're going to do a couple of shuffles, and then we're going to pull, like actually take from the deck. Okay, right, I feel that's enough. So it's just for those of you who are sitting there going, oh, why are you pulling the cards differently this time? It's because this deck, it's not very responsive. It's because the type of card that they've made it out of, it's like a linen type, and it's quite heavy stock, so it doesn't tend to be a very jumpy deck. Right. Okay, so Aries, any of the zodiacs that I mentioned, please do keep an open mind, because they could be placements in your chart, they could be placements in someone else's chart, or they could be character traits of somebody as well. Okay, so you've got the King of Cups, Scorpion. The Four of Wands is Aries. The Page of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Three of Wands is more Aries. The Fool, Uranus, so it's Aquarius energy. The Hanged Man, Pisces. Judgment, Scorpion. The Two of Wands, wow, lots of Wands energy. The Two of Wands is also Aries. So you've got Mars in Aries, Sun in Aries, and Venus in Aries with those wands. Just in case anybody's curious, the Two of Wands is Mars, the Three of Wands is Sun, and then the Four of Wands is Venus. Okay. Yeah, Hangman, Pisces, Judgment. We got as far as that. And then King of Swords, Aquarius. You have the Nine of Cups as Pisces, and then the Page of Swords, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the dominant signs, Aries, Pisces and Aquarius, they are the dominant signs that's coming through in this. A lot of wands as well. So again, it's pulling me back to that overall feeling of being dissatisfied with the way that things currently are for you. Now, it could be just the way things currently are in your environment. It could be the way things currently are in your relationship, or it could be the way that things currently are at your workplace, you know, your career. So you choose how this is resonating for you, if it's resonating at all. What I'm seeing in this read, Aries, we've got somebody, and I'm just going to say someone because, again, keep an open mind, okay? That this could be your energy, or this could be the energy of somebody quite close to you, all right? Pick a side, whatever, right? Somebody is heavily contemplating their next move in life. They're heavily considering what they're going to do next, and it's almost like they're trying to preempt how things are going to play out. Somebody could be doing a lot of research online at this point in time as well, with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Swords. I'm getting the vibe, yeah, you got the Hermit under there as well, it's Virgo energy. I'm getting the heavy vibe as somebody researching lots of different things online pertaining to, and I feel that for most of you this is about your career. Some of you are considering changing up your career, and it's like that there's, as I say, with all of the research that's going into this, you're trying to imagine what specific careers, how they would feel being a part of your life. So, you know, you could be researching, let's just pull a quick example. Some of you could be researching something to do with being a nurse or something like that, something to do with the healthcare system, right? And kind of imagining what that would look like as part of your daily routine with the Virgo energy. Virgo energy is all about daily routine, okay? There's this overwhelming feeling that somebody is wanting to help others somehow. For some of you, this could be like setting up a charity. For others of you, as I said, that this could be like working in the healthcare system. Anything that's going to help other individuals heal in some way. Okay. And it's like that imagination. What would that look like as a daily routine in my life? How would I cope? How would I manage? How would I be able to combine all of the things that I'm wanting to do and still do what I love to do as well with that King of Cups? Okay. Some of you are finding yourself in a bit of an awkward situation where what you're wanting to do and what you love to do isn't necessarily going to be providing financial stability. So again, there's quite a big compromise here that's needing to be made. Okay. Why is that Page of Wands here, please, for Aries? Okay, it was a bit of a sloppy, a sloppy little jump on that card, so I'm taking another one. And you got 2 5s, the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands for that Page of Wands. So again, very, very dissatisfied with the way that things currently are. Trying to think of all ways on how you can bring more satisfaction into your life, because I'm feeling that there's this it is a heavy energy. It's like, oh fuck, not this again, you know. Whatever it is that you're currently doing definitely has got that feel to it right now. That there is absolutely a need for a change. Like it's screaming at you. And you can see as well, I mean, you don't really need to know much about tarot to get the general gist of those 2 5s. Very basic meaning. You've got competition and feeling defeated with the 5 of Swords, and then drama, chaos and uncertainty with the 5 of Wands. That's to clarify the Page of Wands. It feels messy. It does feel really, really messy. And again, I'm getting the really strong sense here as somebody daydreaming about other possibilities with this 3 of Wands, because it's come out right next to the Fool. So whoever this is resonating for, I can see with the Hanged Man that no decision has been made as of yet. Right now, this is all just hypothetical. That's what this is. It's hypothetical right now. Can you tell me more about the Hanged Man for Aries, please? Yeah. The World, the 7 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. Yeah. Okay. For the Hanged Man. So, Aries, you're needing to finish something first before you can start something new. There is a temptation to try and juggle a couple of different things at the same time. And with your energy levels being as they currently are, that's not necessarily going to work. You might find yourself becoming really overwhelmed really, really quickly. So this is going to be a case of pick one direction that you can focus in on, where you can funnel everything that you have in the one thing right now, and then later on down the line, when you've got a clearer picture about the way that things are playing out, you're going to be able to redirect some of that energy and refunnel it into another, an additional direction, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to put words to the visual that I'm getting for this particular energy, and it is really, really difficult to do. Really difficult, because as you'll know, language in itself is incredibly limiting. Okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to put an imagery to what it is that I'm actually seeing in my mind's eye for this energy. Okay, whatever this is that you're trying to achieve, Aries, you're going to be able to achieve it, right? However, not without some kind of cost with that 5 of Cups. Okay, so hopefully you can see how I'm getting this. The 2 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. All right, so whatever it is you're trying to achieve, perfectly achievable. It does have a cost. And the main question is it a price that you're going to be willing to pay? And you're not allowed to lie to yourself as well with the 7 of Swords. Okay, so whatever this plan is that you have, Aries, you need to be very, very practical with it. And I can perfectly understand now why the Hanged Man's here, why you haven't yet fully made a decision. to completely and utterly invest yourself in this thing that you're wanting or trying to do. Okay. See, whenever you've got the Fool and the Hanged Man right next to each other, it can indicate a bit of a contradiction. So it's like you think that you find the solution to your problem, but then it's like your brain might end up contradicting yourself because of outside influences, usually. Usually that's why that happens. Kind of like unforeseen problems or unforeseen consequences is that sort of thing. And then Judgment, 2 of Wands and the King of Swords. Okay, why is Judgment here, please, for Aries? Oh, weird. I think they're in reverse. Yeah. The 9 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Coins in reverse. I feel that these particular two combined and in reverse is a warning about overinvest in yourself. Overinvest in yourself. It's like something might not be worth you investing your time or your finances or energy into. Because 9 of Cups reverse, that can be somebody overindulging. Which would pull us back to the Moth energy. And, you know, if someone is overindulging in their work, that would be a workaholic. There's somebody here that's not looking at something that they really need to be taking a closer look at, with the 7 of Coins in reverse. It's almost as if that there is more going out than what is coming back in at this point in time. And again, like that could be finances, it could be emotions, it could be somebody's time. But there is a clear warning about somebody who is currently working without seeing any kind of reward for their hard work. So it's time for you to make a final decision with that 2 of Wands, because clearly you have options. You have many options. And there's this overwhelming feeling in this read that whatever you pick, Aries, but whatever you choose to do about this situation, it's not going to be as bad as what it currently is. So whatever you choose, you're walking into something that is ultimately better, because your current situation, it's untenable. Like whatever this is, you can't continue to live this way. Tell me more about the King of Swords, please, for Aries. What it's saying is basically whatever you pick, it's not going to be worse than how things currently are. Thank you. What's that? The Queen of Wands. What else, please? King of Swords, Queen of Wands. And the King of Wands. A King and a Queen of Wands to clarify a King of Swords. Okay. That's interesting. So it's like working in a partnership with individuals who can meet you at your level. Instead of basically trying to pull you down every 5 minutes and trying to make you somehow look incompetent in some way. You will be working with individuals who share your plans, your ideas, your ambition as well, with the Wands energy. That is so incredibly ambitious. And then you've got Judgment again at the bottom of the deck. So that's Six of Wands, Page of Wands, Temperance. I am very suspicious with this particular energy, Aries, but suspicious in a good way. It's with the presence of Judgment here twice. This situation, as it's playing out, it feels like it's part and parcel of your rebirth process. It's part of a very big transformation that is beyond description. Do you remember how I said that language can be incredibly limiting in a lot of ways? That is exactly what I'm getting at. It's the type of transition from one stage of your life to a new stage of your life that ultimately it's gonna see you grow in so many different and incredible ways that is really difficult to put words to. It's like I can't quite peel away from the fact that there's something else at play here that is a lot bigger than all of us, if you catch my drift. It's like clearly your spirit is telling you that you're supposed to be doing something. Have a healing message, please, for Aries. Thank you. Ooh, the water dragon and the hare. Wow. Okay, right, let's take a look. This is number 29. Right, so the water dragon brings that which is hidden into the light of day, memories and wishes which may have long lain forgotten or repressed in the unconscious. These may emerge to frighten or overwhelm you with their apparent negativity or destructiveness. Facing these experiences with compassion and courage will, in the end, bring you an experience of a greater depth of soul and a greater sense of connectedness to all of life. Yeah, that's really spooky. Because I had literally tried to explain as best I could that exact energy. Although you may at times feel overwhelmed with emotion, with time you'll be able to achieve a sense of balance and stability as these strong feelings are integrated in your consciousness. Yeah, that's literally your soul. Your spirit is trying to pull you in a very specific direction. And it's like you don't know whether or not you can trust it. You don't know whether or not you should listen to the direction that your spirit is trying to pull you in. Because you're headed towards something really quite big here, Aries. Really big. It's like finding that absolute purpose in your life and living in your true purpose as well. And that does come with a cost. It really does. But then when you look back in a couple of months, or maybe even in a couple of years' time as well, you'll realise that that sacrifice that you had to make at that time was actually worth it. And as somebody who has actually been through that a few times, I completely understand. I completely understand, Aries. It's not easy to let go of whatever it is that you're being asked to let go of. And it can feel like a punishment. But trust me on this, when you do look back in a few months' time, and you will, like you'll be able to see the bigger picture. And you'll sit there and go, yeah, it makes total sense now. That person had to go, or that career had to go. It's short-term pain for the long-term gain. And then you're going into the hare energy, and I can tell you without even looking at the thingy, hares are literally all about fertility. All about fertility. And think about the time of year that we're rapidly approaching as well. We're heading towards Easter time, right? Okay, so the hare is the creature of the goddess, so that's like the empress energy, the moon and the night, and yet it also represents the dawn, brightness and the east. It is the most adept of animals at shapeshifting. We can never be sure exactly where the hare is, in this world or the other world. It represents intuition, which makes things appear suddenly in our consciousness, like the lapwing eggs of Oster, that magically appear in the hare's form or its nest. As representative of the corn spirit and the two equinoxes, the hare brings the excitement of rebirth, fertile abundance and willing release as each creative cycle comes to an end. Yeah, that's literally your energy right now, Aries. You're coming to the end of one creative cycle and beginning a brand new one. With the hare as your ally, you'll be well able to negotiate times of change, and you'll be able to draw on your own intuition to guide you through life. Oh, and the key words are rebirth, intuition, and balance. So just in case anyone thinks that I'm shitting with you, I'm not, okay? Rebirth, that's why you had judgment out twice. And I thought that, because I took a wee break and I stared at those two cards and I'm like, what is this trying to tell me? And it is rebirth. You're currently going through a rebirth, Aries, 100%. 100%. Wow. And again, it doesn't make a difference what your physical age is. Rebirths happen frequently and they happen at any age. With this, it's indicating that come Easter time, Aries, you're going to have made up your mind one way or the other. Okay, are you going to continue with your current status quo, with the way that things are, even though you're not completely happy or satisfied with it? Or are you going to pick this new opportunity? Come Easter time, it is when you're going to be expected to start moving towards your new life, okay? I feel strongly that that's what that's telling you. And for numbers, you've got number 22 and 29. What else for Aries, please? Oh, okay. Healing, answered prayer, and new love. Wow. With power. Okay. So, with these, yes, it's possible that this entire read for some of you was about a relationship. It's not a problem if it was. For those where it was, it's indicating that you're going to be embarking on a brand new relationship come Easter time. Okay, for others of you where this isn't so much about like a romantic relationship, it's indicating that your new career, for example, that is going to be your new love. All right, your prayers are being answered, and you're definitely currently going through a very long healing process. That's one of the first things that came out in your read. So give yourself time, give yourself permission to grieve. Okay, don't ignore the things that cause pain, but rather sit with it, not wallow, but sit with it and work through it and honor how you're feeling in that moment. Okay, your prayers are being answered. And never forget that you're the one with the power. And in fact, if you look closer at this card, it looks a lot like the traditional judgment with the angel and the trumpet, right? The power is in your hands. What else, please, for Aries? The Raven of Reflection. Ooh, this one's deep. Your happiness right now depends solely on you. Don't put that power in someone else's hands. Claw back that energy that you gave out so freely. Get back in the driving seat of your life, honey bun. Spend time working out who the fuck you are. Yeah. For some of you, you're needing to take back your power from the opinions of others having a negative effect on how you feel about yourself. Okay, don't give anyone else that kind of power over you. It's really difficult to do. Oh man, it is so difficult. Listen, we all do it. Okay, we all at some point allow the negative comments or the bad looks or the criticisms of others to impact how we feel about ourselves and basically mess up our day. For some of us, mess up our week or our month, whatever the case might be. Okay, we all do it. Basically, this is just a reminder, Aries, that it's time for you to take back your power. Don't be aware of the impact that certain individuals are having on you at this point in time, and try not to give them your power. Okay, so you know, somebody randomly just criticizes you or just makes you feel really crappy about yourself. Take back your power and say, look, no, I know who I am, and I am not who you're making me out to be. Okay, it's that basically. Self-love. I openly embrace the feeling of self-love, the PG kind. Wow. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner that I will ever have. I show myself love in any way that I can. And when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. You got that, self? Yeah, self-love. Self-love is being called for. More right now than ever, basically. Really interesting read. So that is what I have for you, Aries. If you would like to book a private reading that is more catered towards your specific needs, then you could visit my brand new website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Or you can visit my original website, which is in the link below in the description box and the pinned comment. That will take you to my original website. I'm currently setting up website number 2. You can book readings with me on either one of my websites. It's not a problem. I'm trying to transition the bookings from my old jewelry website onto its own dedicated tarot website. Okay, so that's why I currently have 2. So yeah, hopefully that was not confusing for anybody. Thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to join me again on the 15th of March at 3 p.m. GMT, and that would be for your love read. Okay, right, thank you so much for watching, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.